Howdy!
Here again, you tell me you just wanna be friends, so I act like I don't understand. Go ahead now, be the man. Let's pretend don't know about your little plans. Look so cute and innocent, you're as lost as Peter Pan. Could drop the phone instead. I told you whenever you need me, just call it if you want to. 'Cause hey, that's what friends supposed to say. Minute after minute we play, and I don't even know what's next. Watch me turning tides, now open your eyes, you'll say.
Oh, hello there!
Minute after minute we play, and I don't even know what's next. Got nothing to say, it's your face, that's all I ever fade away. Here we go, finally some rock and roll. Except that you're just a sinking stone, too high to stay in control anymore. You got no clue, and that's your problem. I know you best, just know all I got. Still wanna be my friend. The bomb, you said, what's wrong, baby?
Let's cross our fingers and hope that everything works well enough. Good day, everybody. Good to see you. And, I have an interesting little timer in the corner. Sorry, apologies for that. It looks weird. I don't know what happened there, why it's behaving the way it is. But it is. Alerts always throw me. It's okay. So, where am I here? This one. Come on, you. Be smaller. Oh. Dead. Just undo stuff. I'm moving things around, which is not helpful. This one. Smaller. I know it's still got a countdown on. I don't know why that does it. I have to figure that out at some point, but we're here. Okay. So, long story made short. We're back. I had a great weekend out couch surfing on my brother's couch.
Hello.
Up in Edmonton, and it was a lot of fun. We went, we took the kids to see the West Edmonton Mall. It's huge. Hello, Mike. Hello, Fantastic Sherlock Fox.
Welcome.
Hello, Mama Bear. Good morning to all of you, and good evening to Bob. Hopefully you had a half-decent work day today. Where am I now? Okay. Let's have to get my bearings. Yeah, I think we're all right. So, I'm gonna run upstairs, see whether or not I can get any more decent amount of XP, and then we are out of here. And it'll probably put it on my wings first. That's okay. Hello. I won't argue if it does that. Your favorite flowers, either gardenias or hibiscus. Ooh. I've seen a few different versions of hibiscus this weekend. We were trying to look for flowers in one of the botanical gardens, like a research botanical garden. And it was a great time. Excuse me. But the, what do you call it? The activities for the kids one of them involved some show houses. Like actually quite literally were little buildings showcasing different types of plants. And the idea with that particular activity was to have, they had 9 different little flower pots, and you had 9 different little plants you were supposed to sort into the flower pots. But some of the things weren't exactly easy to find, and we never did find one of them. Like a stoneflower, basically. But hibiscus was one that we searched around for quite a while. And until we found it, we sort of disagreed on which biome it actually belonged in. Okay, what I think I'm gonna do, if I remember this correctly, let's see, we need, what am I thinking of all the time? Oh, can't spell. So that needs one of these, which needs those. Okay, that's what I figured. Nope, not there. This one. I have enough ender pearls, so I'm going to make one more chest so that I can leave it at the worksite and keep picking up the other one. It feels weird not to have one on me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this way we have plenty of extras, right? Okay. That makes this. There we go. All good. I think that's all I needed. Rest is toolbox and stuff. I've picked up one more trident. I've got, as you can see, I've got stuff on it, but I haven't actually done any mending work or anything like that with it. And I'm enjoying it with riptides because although I may use it in a pinch, hence the impaling, I'm intending to use that for when I want to try and launch out of water rather than having to deal with boats when I'm intending to fly. So yeah, that should be everything. If I forgot something, we'll come back, but I can't off the top of my head remember what it was I was looking for. Cool. I like the look of hibiscus. I'm one who's unfortunately stuck in the succulents realm. I am that talented. And unfortunately, I think I actually may have killed most of them this season anyways. It just so happens that how do I put it? I'm that bad, but also that the distraction. That we have water restrictions going on right now. I guess I need loading. And so because we have water restrictions, we had a water main break earlier in the year. And so that was not ideal to begin with. Debating, do I even bother with the other hat? It doesn't really matter. I'm getting more armor, so I might as well not worry about it on that. There, that should get us going. And I can leave the rockets. Put the rockets by the wings. There. That should do. Sorry, just that uncool dude was noting that the AFK team hasn't killed things overnight. It's not exactly that the growing season is short. I don't do outdoor flowers. I am absolutely horrible about the outdoor flowers. And so this is why succulents are my indoor plant bag. Okay, I let 7 guys free. There it is. I swear, sometimes it takes forever for these extra things to show up. Okay. So, because we have water restrictions in our area, like we had a water main break earlier this summer, they emergency fixed the major pieces that absolutely had to be fixed at the time. But, unfortunately... Oh, hey. That's unusual. Hello. So, they've done that, but since then, they've found 16 other places that need to be either actually repaired or... Hello. sorry, need to be either actually repaired or else completely reinforced with concrete. So we've got a lot of extra work coming in. And so they're back on stage 4 restrictions again, which means absolutely nothing outdoors unless you're using non-potable water. But, I mean, you know, as a lot of neighborhoods do, we have those lovely people who insist on policing that fact. I love them too. So there were some. I kind of feel sorry for the people who whose lawns died off on the first round in July of the end of June and July for the restrictions, and then they paid for new sod, and some of them chose to seed and whatnot, and now we're back again because that's going to be very expensive for them, and I'm sure those people are very, very unhappy about the situation. It is what it is, apparently. Now, Bob has kindly said that he's going to lend me some sponges to dry this place out. The reason I'm not taking it earlier... Oh, I want that. The reason I'm not taking them earlier and drying this place out ahead of time is, one, I've got this cool toy I can play with, but two, is that... excuse me. is that then we have to deal with more different types of mobs, and the ones that can chase me a little more effectively than these punks. Hey, you. Gimme. I swear, we have fewer lanterns in the way, but I think we're getting far more grounds bothering us this week. It seemed to happen the moment I put in the... Oh, might as well get you, because you're going to come bug me anyway. Since we put in the part of the sea conduit, I swear I'm getting more of these guys. So I don't know if those things are a magnet for them, or if it's just the fact that I took out a whole ton of the lanterns, or what the deal was. But it's kind of annoying, because we're spending a lot of time. Aha, okay, that I like. When they get too close to the conduit just takes care of them for me. I like this. Okay, can we get back to digging, please? It is interesting. I swear there's more of them. Eco says two female fantasy authors. Anne McCaffrey. That's one I couldn't think of last week. That's Dragon Riders, right? Of Kern? I can. The reason I took out as many as I could was that the blocks, as they go upwards, a lot of them were getting stuck under the lanterns, and so I'd have to keep coming back down. But I'm starting to wonder if taking them out was the wrong decision, because it is definitely causing spawnability problems. I mean, like, you know, there we go again. What are we at? A dozen now, at least? Just today alone? This morning alone? I haven't been very far yet. We're less than 10 minutes in. I think I'm gonna have to do the lanterns. I'm also wondering... for anybody who's known the regular, what do you call them? The iron-based smaller lantern? I think if I remember correctly, if you take the support out from under them, they fall, but I'm not entirely sure. But if those will float, I wonder if they might have a smaller footprint that wouldn't disturb the blocks going upwards quite so much. So, let's do that experiment. I'm just going to grab wings and rocket. Oh, no, I'm not. I'm not going to do that experiment right now, because these guys will not, yeah, it will not cooperate if I do that. They move. I'd have to tie them up and then, well, maybe I should. I'm going to regret not doing the experiment, so let's just do it. One head. Not bad. Okay, where is... Can golems go underwater? I do definitely have enough. Just I've never tried that. You come here. This one. I mean, the thing that gets me about this whole thing is we're less than 10 levels, right? So I just want to get it done. We can actually build. 2, 3, 4. Hello. Come here. This one. And where's the last guy? This one. Come here. It's actually not that bad. And I know I just got Christmas tunes. That was rough. This way. Let's grab the wings and rockets. They can on Bedrock. They probably can on Java too. Just never tried it. Interesting. And not that box. Are these? I want to try. I probably have to clean up anyways, so let's see what we got in here. How bad is this mess? Oh, it's not too bad. A bunch of this. Let's spread that out. You can go over there. Spread that out. No, not that. There. I will clean that one for a minute. 3, 2, 1. Pop. Golems kept jumping in the river. Huh. I mean, never hurts to try. Can always put it in the stuff box after if I need to. That's excess. That's getting full. I should probably empty that at some point. Let's eat. Speaking of eating, I have to go for pumpkins anyways. Okay. Squirrel! Where is? I think the farmers are in this corner. Yeah. But I've got... Oh, I can't touch them. Ha 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 ha. Well, that was smart. This one? Okay, here. But, oh, you're not the one I want anyway. Because you're not leveled up. Are you leveled up? Not enough. Okay, not worth doing at the moment. Sorry. I'll deal with you later. Okay, nope, scratch that. I was going to get golden carrots, but they're not leveled enough, and that's not worth doing right at the moment. We've got other things to do. I wanted pumpkins. Do I have any pre-cut? No. Easy enough. This one's under their feet. I think pumpkins are on this side. Yes. If I could do this without absent-mindedly turning them into lanterns. I usually do. And that would be kind of cool, though, if you could have the lantern on the top of the golem. Make his eyes glow. That would just be neat. And I didn't bring the correct tool. Darn it. Oh well. Maybe not that one. Helping much regardless. Well, I took the axe out of my inventory because I'm not chopping things underwater. So I could go back downstairs and get it, but I'm halfway through, so sort of what's the point? Axes are so much faster. But it's not like I'm chopping melons. If it was melons, I'd go back and get the axe because I don't want melon slices. But as pumpkins can just be broken this way, it's alright. Will do. We've got 24 pumpkins. And then I'll just go ditch the seeds. Why am I taking the long way around? That's just silly. It's silly. Whoa. Do I have... Oh, that's what I want. Come here. Not enough. Well, these. Come on. Oops, double check. That's the seed bolt. Yeah, that's fine. Got lots for golems. Plenty. More than we need. And I've got everything else. Lanterns for testing. Okay, well, I guess that's all she wrote. And can anybody else think of anything else I needed while I was here? I wanted the carrots, but I think that's not worth wasting time on. I don't have a farmer in the iron farm that I can just grab one from. So I think we're out of here again. So. Hi, boys. I did that wrong. Dang it. I think this isn't gonna work. But... I'm not paying much attention to what the other guys are saying on the side of the screen. I keep that conversation there just because sometimes people find it interesting. But, yeah, not super useful. I need to take that off. Hello, Shark. How are you doing today?
Hello.
I think that just about covers it. And I'll unlock this one once I get down there. So far so good. A little spacey, as usual. I'm always spacey when I'm doing things. But we'll just see what we get. Okay, I don't need both sets of those. Let's put these away. Pick them up later. I don't recall having met before. So if I have not, welcome on in. And please do let me know what caught your eye. I'm always willing to learn what it is that interests people. I don't even know if I've got the correct tags today. Or category. I haven't paid any attention. I think it's still correct because we didn't do Lego on Friday. 6. Okay. Where's the 7th? I mean, I've got a spare. Here we go. I'm blind. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Follows are purposely quiet at the moment. The reason for that is that I wanted to not call out anonymous people. Thanks, Mama Bear. You're awesome. Okay. So, first thing I wanted to know, kicks, is... Okay, that gives me air bubbles, so that's going to be a bit of a problem. If I do this... yeah, okay. They fall. And heaven knows where they go. Alright. Live and learn. Apparently even the andesite wanted to disappear. That's cute. This way, that way. You can just go away. Nothing I want. Leave those. Alright. I believe so. I'm not a realms person, I'm afraid. This is a survival multiplayer server. We missed something today. Uh-oh. What did we miss? Aha! Yep. I see. So if those of you want to get in on being our champion of the hill, feel free. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn off a little bit of this chat. Nothing against everybody else, but it's just a little bit. Fans only? No. Yeah, chat's going to be off for a bit. Just because it keeps things a little bit quieter. Okay. FSF is totally busy today, so I don't know if he's going to get a chance to get in. So we know that's not a good thing. So these can go over here for now, and I'll get rid of them later. And let's try this. Isn't it? It's like the same shape as a what do you call it? Can't recall the word. Skeleton? Or not skeleton. Yeah, okay. So I didn't do it right, and underwater, no working. I'm building them wrong. Well, congratulations! Good job, Mike, with the flip-flop. Oh, well, that's an interesting one. I'm not used to that. Flip-flop. So when building a golem, is it just like a T shape with a pumpkin on top? So I think it's the fact that I actually pre-cut them that isn't working. Yeah. Or the flip-flop reminds me of a Sherlock Holmes story. I know it sounds funny to say that, but there's one involving a kid who has... Okay, yes, I think I did it wrong. But there's one involving a kid who is a right royal rotter, as in, like, piece of work kid. And he... His dad is so proud of him being able to kill bugs with his slipper. Smack, smack, smack. Pumpkin and then the T. Okay. One T, isn't it? Like one T shape? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did I do 4 corners? I did 4 corners, then I can take this one off the top. It's not about saving them. Exactly. Not exactly. Ah! Well, I blew that. What did I do with this one? Their way. Okay. It's a great way to ruin your work. Okay. So that will get me a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. And I should put some more down at the bottom, I think. Let's do these corners instead. Center. I know I don't need 4, but I've got a few lanterns available. Eventually we're going to see them show up in the pattern when we actually get down to the right level. And I'm not doing this corner anymore, so I can put one here. So what have we got on the other end? Swim, please? Wow, no speed feels super nerfed at the moment. There's one there, so it should be okay. Have I finished in this corner? Yes. There's one down here. Oh, go smack somebody else. There. See? Go smack somebody else. I think I've hit max width, and there's one there. One there. Let's put one on the bottom. That. And one down there. It seems to be not doing very well, so let's grab another one in this corner. Not quite the right distance yet. Over there. I guess one more in the bottom corner.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Everybody hydrate. Okay. So far, so good. So that's an everybody thing. I do coffee with impunity, but I don't count that towards the hydrates. So when everybody hydrates, I grab the water bottle, and this is for everyone. So grab your coffee, your tea, your bubbly water, your wobbly pops, energy drinks, and yeah. There we go. I forgot that the conduits actually had that anti-drowned feature. That's kind of nice. Well, come here. I missed. Whatever. You know, with the number of drowns we've got going around here, I'm only kidding, but it does cross my mind to consider having one more ally that all they do is pick up ground flesh. That's dark. Functional, but it's dark. Okay, so swimming along. I'm gonna stop swimming, right? Up, stop swimming. Oh, yes, sorry about that. I'm having fun digging out the bottom. What this is going to be is the Beatles' Yellow Submarine. About 118 blocks long or something like that. So it's pretty long. I don't have all the blocks showing at the moment because I found them a little bit, even in ghost format, a little bit hard to see through. But yeah, so we're going to have a Beatles Yellow Submarine, and I haven't designed any interior for it. There are some ledges built in that we could potentially put in armor stands. I'll need to boost them up and put them on with little bases or something, but yeah. Ooh! Sorry about that. That's what happens when you let Twitch manage your ads for you. What a rip. So what I think I'm going to be doing with some of the Lego, I know that, like, I jumped the story. I know that not everybody is a fan of the fact that I do Lego once a week as my break from Minecraft. Some like it, some don't. But Fantastic Sherlock Fox does a lot to spoil me in that direction. And actually, maybe let me put it the other way. That was one of the things I had considered for some of the wonderful funding you guys have been providing. Just because there isn't financial stuff that one needs to do to keep Minecraft going nicely. I don't have any services I have to pay for aside from, like, make the music. Hey Mickey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome on in. So we're still digging out the hole. Digging the hole. We're at 39 though, so we only need to go down to 34. And that's the bottom for the sub. And ever since I put in the conduit, I took out some of the lanterns that were floating around, I have far more visitors than I did before. One at a time, please. This is why this sword has knockback. There we go. You want to play? Here. You're not carrying anything interesting. Okay. Ever since we put the conduit in, I swear there's more visitors. It's probably the fact that I took out the lanterns. We're getting there. So yeah, this is a very big yellow submarine. I'm debating what I should put in for an interior, if anything, because there's a lot of blank space. That said, though, I don't expect people will actually be looking at it from the inside all that often. Like, there's no reason for them to go inside. So other than just making it air-filled for the sake of making it air-filled, I don't have anything I need to do. Favorite plant is actually a tree. Texas Mountain Laurel. Ooh. Or Lily of the Valley. Yeah, I may be opening up spawn spots. That's probably it. One of the things, I use a lot of quality of life mods, and frequently when I'm on dry land, I can do light level checks for spawnability. Or, pardon me, spawnability checks, not light level checks. But underwater, I don't have a mod that does that. So, resulting effect is that I get surprised from time to time. Alright, so we're down one more. Start. I'm trying not to go way down beyond where I need to, so if this thing's tapering... Okay, I hear you, Gurgle Pants. Go away. Doing folio for Minecraft must have been a very interesting job. Yeah, you thought that was cute? They are annoying and they just gurgle. It's like they've got nothing better to do. Okay, so that is one block, which means we're down. I didn't ask your opinion. I don't need building inspectors at the moment. Alright. I'm trying to figure out where's the edge. Come on. Either be here or don't be here, okay? That one was close enough it wouldn't let me... Holy moly, dude. That's a very good question. I would love to know. I really do think it's probably got something to do with the number of lanterns I took out as I was coming down because they were catching blocks. Maybe the caught blocks was worth it, but here we are. Okay, so this one... Anything down? Yes, I do stuff on this level. Okay. So then right through here. How far back? What I'm trying to give myself is a one block space around everything. I don't know why, it's a comfortable thing. I do one block space around everything. So even if I'm terracing, it's got to have a minimum of one block, so I wouldn't have this kind of corner. What I'm going to do is just go around the outside of everything here. Gives me an outside edge to work with on this level. Excuse me. So it's as the water decides that it's going to be drop water rather than filled in water, I get stuck underneath. Great. It's okay, it could be worse.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Ooh, I haven't had one of those in a bit. Okay. So, while we launch the app. Hello? E? Ah. Really? Okay, fine. Do it that way then. I need to launch... Where did I put Kindle. So, we've got text games. Would you rather... What do we got? Do I have that on there? Mini games? Interesting. I thought I had a would you rather thing. Okay, well. Oh, right, I did the poll. That's what it was. Okay, so the platforms, polls, add. Ah, okay, I think we've had this one before, but UIR. Let's go style. Would you rather Harry Potter edition? So, Harry Potter edition. I'm trying to not use too many characters so it doesn't like me when I do that. Okay. So, your choices are... add and... Oops, I can't spell. Really? ER will be break. I hear you. Add, and we're gonna go... Oh, shush. Game. Hey! No. Because I said so. Here, let's go sit in here. Then you guys can kind of die before I have to deal with you. Right? Right. Come on, you're persistent, aren't you? There we go. Alright, let's try this one more time. Sorry about that. Escape. Okay, so let's go with, I don't know, can't seem to think. 3, 6. Sure, we'll put it up for a while. So we have a poll now, becomes the would you rather, and I'm just going to make sure I can get that moved out of the way. Prediction. Poll, okay, third one. Alerts. Nope. I think it's the correct one. I'm gonna see. Oh, it's small. That's fine. Because room up. You can be huge. I don't really care. But there. There we go. Close enough. Not quite centered. I don't know why, but we'll get to it. All right. So back to the game. There's your would you rather. So the would you rather is, would you rather break into Gringotts or break into the Ministry of Magic? It doesn't let me have enough characters to put the whole thing in. Where were we? We're over here. Did I get my corner? Not quite. All right, so back in here. They're just trolls, and they're like the gargle pants are just trolls. Ooh, you beat Mike? How did that happen, Mike? Are you sleeping on the job? Though I bet you, if King Shark made it to the first person here, I bet you Mike can still make it the biggest fan. But that one's a bit more of a battle. Mike, I thought I saw the ghost of Mike here first, but Mike didn't claim it. So hey, Mike did remember to smack everybody around with a flip flop, though. There you go. Whoa! No. Gimme. Yes! Nice. Did everything on it? No. That's okay. I'll take that. Good stuff. That's worth a poke every once in a while. 1300 your time. Ooh, yeah. Well, it's actually kind of funny when people forget that that's there, and then we're just about to raid out, and they claim it. It's like, sure, okay, you were here for a while. Get around the outside edge on this one. We're just about done this level. Then we'll start doing straight lines again. I was trying to gauge where it was to just start the straight lines, but I think it's easier if I go outside each time. There we go. And yes, I probably should. There we are. We're back to 0. All right. This one's the first one. Let's just roll. As I said, we're at 38. I don't think we're going to get down to 34 this stream because we have enough back and forth and visitors. But we should definitely get there this week. And that means that hopefully before the end of the week we can start building. Yay! We're going to start seeing shapes pop up at some point where I can put down more lanterns in the structure. It's designed to be like where I converted it into Minecraft blocks, they were able to calculate for the lighting. So there should theoretically be enough extra, in some cases, lanterns incorporated in the design on the under levels that we shouldn't have spawnability once we get it dried out. But, of course, that's not so helpful with these punks. Hello, neighbor. Informationally, I'm not, the nasty Rachel Lynn nobody wants to talk to neighbor, but in real life I am semi-antisocial with my neighbors. I'm just not one of those ones that's... I'm nice enough, but I don't go out of my way to meet the neighbors. Part of it is actually the ADHD. I would probably bore them to death, but even if I didn't, sometimes when you're super neighborly with your friends, you get roped into things like hosting the major, like, or sort of being in charge of setting up and somewhat hosting the location for the, cul-de-sac barbecue or something like that for the season. And that's great, but I'm not a good host at being organized for those sorts of things. It would end up on Fantastic Sherlock Fox's plate as my better half, and he doesn't need that. He's better being neighborly than I am too. I'm not as good at small talk. But I think that's just because he needs to work outside the home. That's not quite what I meant. Business, the business schmoozing kind of thing. There's one. Way. So being as I screwed up the pumpkin thing by pre-cutting the pumpkins, that was kind of dumb. When I had forgotten that I should do that on site, then I was not able to put golems under. That experiment was not successful, in which case I'm now holding things in my inventory that I don't need to space-wise. I can also ditch the iron lanterns because they're not going to be any good either. This can go, that can go, hello. This can go, I said? Alright, and that's extra. Thank you! That can go. Lead is extra in this case. Oh, trident. Aha! So this trident can go up next to that trident. That one's worth getting repaired. This one, probably not so much. Okay, I think that's it. One back. Put away everything. So one of the things I like about the about using some quality of life mods is that when we're doing things like putting stuff away, because the inventory is full, I don't have to worry about doing it underwater as much. And yes, I know I don't need the extra ender chest. It just feels like, yeah, it's one of those things that I just carry around all the time. I'll leave that one there. Okay. Next. Kind of annoyed that I did that, but it's okay. I'll turn those into more pumpkin head things. More, what do you call them, lanterns? Yeah, jack-lanterns. I mean, it's not too bad with the number of neighbors we've got. Could be worse. It's probably at this stage of the game going to waste more time for me to go back and get uncut pumpkins than it would be to just barrel on through. Sometimes I would say ADHD has its perks. In terms of lack of boredom, I'll definitely say that. But other times it's just generically frustrating. Besides, being not putting too fine a point upon it, I've hit, just in the last year or so, I've hit that age, so to speak. So there's a lot of ADHD-esque behaviors that pop up anyway at this point in life. And some of them, I'm also getting a little concerned because there is a history on one of my 4 grandparents of like Alzheimer's and dementia and that sort of thing. Possibly coming up in a second parent, I'm not entirely sure. But all of that to say, the more I see that I don't know why it's doing it or how to mitigate, the more challenge I have, the more concerned I get. And that stress is compounding ADHD. My name doesn't fit with my username 99.9%. It happens. Why do you have weird little blue bubbles? That's what I don't get. If you're not getting damaged by that thing, I don't get the whole blue bubbles thing is about. Anybody in the know on that one? Oh, I see. They don't have to be in common. I mean, mine's related to the fact that I liked Babylon 5 series when it came out. Absolutely love the Delenn character. In spite of the fact that I actually do not like the war stuff. I know it sounds dumb, but I'm just not one of those. Yeah, I don't know much about conduits either. I've seen them used. And I know about the air breathing thing. And I'm discovering what they do aside from that. So what I might do when we get to the bottom, I think I'm probably going to build the bottom layers of this thing according to the schematic. And then once we've got the bottommost layers built, I'm actually probably going to move down the beacon that we've got and set it right on top of the bottom part, so as soon as the floor is clear enough, sort of deal. Because there will be enough space to get a gap all the way straight through. But the reason I would do that is then I can change the... I could leave it hang, it really doesn't matter. But I could change the... what do you call it? The service. There you go. Why not? The service that it provides into the running haste. But I mean, when I'm having swimming issues, falling into things and stuff, then I probably don't need to go any faster than I currently do. I'm only going down to 34, so we're on 38 right now. I might have to go down to 33 so I can build on 34. We'll have to see where the schematic takes me to. But it's not that bad, actually. I'll show you as soon as we get underneath the beacon going the other direction, because I've got a poke hole all the way down to the bottom, and I've put a one of these lanterns down in the bottom just so that we can see it easily. There we go. There's the poke hole. Or, oops, sorry. There we are. So we're not that far. This one is sitting on 34. So we're close. We're close. And I mean, the more that I decide I'm not going to just purely rectangle cut it out, which is part of why you've got very straight walls on some sides, I changed that decision partway through. So the more we've got a little bit of a taper underneath, then the less I have to worry about actually cutting the bottom. It is a pain to go around the level initially, but it does help a little bit. Oh, you don't have anything interesting. So unless you've got copper, you can just take a hike. Yep. Sometimes, I know it sounds funny, but sometimes I wish I'm an infinity bow person, just because I have a bad habit of running out of arrows. That's why I do it that way. Sometimes I wish that it was actually a bit like sort of like the Trident with Loyalty. Reminds me a little bit of those classic. You see them on, you know, cartoons and movies more now. But the shotgun that had a cork in the end, where the cork's on a string, and some people call them a pop gun. And I think that would be kind of fun to have something like that, or with an arrow like that. Or even just having a single arrow that has loyalty on it. Good luck with your build. Okay, well, thank you very much, King Shark. We'll see you again soon. Have yourself a great day with whatever you're up to, and remember to take time for yourself when necessary. I try to be, as much as I can, friendly, welcoming, open, and learning about things. Learning about things and people, and inclusive, and all that jazz. Although it sounds buzzwordy to say so. But there are limits. And so, while we don't necessarily like what some people want to call trauma dumping, some days, when you got a bad day, and you just need, even if it's not something that you're necessarily dumping on people, just saying, hey, I gotta tell somebody about my bad day, go for it. Whereas I've been in places where they're so open and friendly and welcoming and absolutely wonderful people, and yet you have frustration with somebody who's a little bit out of the ordinary, and just simply, you know, express that, and people get mad at you, like you're suddenly being non-inclusive. And sometimes it's not anything about that person, you just, in order for people to get the picture, you have to say. So, no names mentioned, of course, but there was one situation I had where, as a scout leader in Canada, we're still inclusive and stuff, and we work with all kinds of people, but I had just had a not knowing at the time that I was ADHD, I just had my fill and was generically frustrated with a gentleman who is on the autism spectrum, and like it's definitely noticeable for him. He's relatively high functioning, but he's like as a youth, he's when he hyper focuses, he cannot get the clue that yeah. But when he hyper focuses, he cannot get the clue that people aren't into that topic, and maybe he should change, or that the topic isn't necessarily appropriate for the activity at hand. So I just had a bit of a tough day about that, and just said, yeah, this individual, and I explained it because to help people get the idea, okay, he's not, just your average teenage kid. I need to get with the program. All teenagers are like that sort of deal. But because I had done that in a community where they were openly inclusive, that's fine. Until that, it's one of those until they suddenly weren't. And after 3 days of no conversation whatsoever from that community that had anything to do with me at all, not even a hello, even when I said good morning and stuff like that, I just, okay, I'm out. The one person who'd been supportive, I knew from another community, so I privately messaged them and said, can you just delete your messages that were responses to mine? I'm going to delete my original message, and I just need to step away. And they understood, and that was fine. So, yeah, but here, if you need to say, hey, I'm having a bad day, you have a bad day. Everybody's allowed to have bad days. You have good days, too, right? Everybody has good days and bad days. Oh! And so, yeah. I find it interesting, though. I meet right now virtually with my therapist, I guess. And she's supposedly versed in dealing with ADHD people. But it's kind of funny the number of times that she doesn't quite get that there are times I cannot simply just step away because of legality requirements in like scouts and stuff. Because we have a policy that there must be two adults at all times. Now the level I'm dealing with now is less concerning than previously because this spring my daughter aged up into the scout troop, so it's much more of what you guys as Americans would expect in terms of ages. Like we've got 11 to 14, and they're much more able to handle themselves 90% of the time. But the younger sections, it's a far bigger deal. So if I have to step away, but we only have one other, or if I felt I had to step away, but we had only one other leader present, then my option of stepping away vanishes, and that can be very stressful for me at times. Whereas at this teenage level, 11 to 14, they can totally handle themselves for, the 2 minutes or 3 minutes I would need to be away. So if I just let the other leader know I need to step away, then they know to step away too. So that because these kids are allowed to be at an age where they don't need as much supervision for the most part. And that works. But it's still challenging some days. And I'm working on learning to be patient with everybody. Oh, right, night vision. Yes, forgot about that. Okay. Forgot about underwater night vision. That's the other pieces. Conduit's great, but by not seeing night vision, but not knowing I had night vision on at the time, I did not realize that it was after dark. How's my inventory? What are we doing here? I've got some space. Anyway, so long story short, being that this works out better for me now that she's aged up. I don't know how well it'll work for her. She can be a little bit squirrely in the similar way at times, and people don't have patience with her, but she's more tuned to it, so I think we're gonna be okay. What has not... Yeah. I can see this little guy stuck over there because something he's obsessed with. Only supposed to be within 16 blocks, but I guess... Oh, there it is. That's why the granite guy's getting confused. Why is the stone guy confused? Is there something down here? No. Don't know. Maybe that was the one? Little stone carrying guy shouldn't be confused and stuck. Thank you. Alright, anybody else? I guess the stone carrying guy might have just been full. Do they have a limit? I don't know how much they can carry. Is it 1 stack? Something like that. Anyway. I don't know why that poll wouldn't be working for you. Fantastic Sherlock Fox says he would go with the Ministry of Magic. The goblins at Gringotts seem like they have their stuff together, yeah. Ministry seems like they'd make more mistakes. I would agree. I think it was that the poll had just timed out.
Hello?
So we're fairly even. Yeah, we're fairly even. Cool. I think I'm going to be doing those as polls now. Yes, it takes time for me to input it, but I think that works out better than just simply the text thing. We can still chat about it, but it doesn't have to be as on point. Ayo, Zerk! Alright. This one can go there, 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 there. Alright. Oh, stone must be full. Okay. New box. Yeah, new box. Kind of dumb. Let's pull this first. This one. There. Go. Move that one over. Alright, we're back. Next. This one is called Ayamor. Excuse my pronunciation. I don't do Spanish very well. What do I do? I'm gonna say, where's my cutout? And there isn't one because I finished the round. Okay. Let's start. Once again, we'll start on this end, but let's go back the other way. Don't have to go in the same direction all the time. But that style reminded me a lot of an unfortunately passed away Hawaiian presenter in terms of style. And there was one that we listened to earlier by Tage, and it's one I often bring up as my favorite song on Epidemic right now. And I'm going to call him Tage until I hear it differently. But it reminds me a lot of a song my kids are listening to a lot lately, and that's probably why it sticks in my head. And they're listening to Mr. Brightsides. Right? Nope, sorry, not that. Blue Sky? I don't know. Anyway, I never get the title correct. I always get it really wrong. That's the way life goes. Oh, that's underneath. Why did that? Come back and get that one later. Yes. Do not bop me on the head while I'm busy. You can see that guy following me. Or like in the mini-map. He's just being a pain in the butt. Even when I'm poking around like this, I'm faster than you are. I bet. I don't think I'm going to fortune these, but I bet if I did, I would probably be able to get myself a diamond. We've got one group on our server who's doing a very large. Oh, I see. That's why you're there. Very large project, and they need a lot of lapis blocks. And I don't know if they're going the villager route or if they're just doing reverse sales. But for every 32, you can get a diamond, and I was actually kind of curious. Just idly curious that to say, you know, the amount of lapis I picked up digging out this riverbed, I wonder if I'd get enough blocks for a diamond, but it's not going to be worth figuring it out. Oh, oops. Just because I'd rather keep them as ore at the moment. It allows me to potentially use them as decorative elements. in other builds. I haven't got any builds that really need a lot of gray with speckles, but you never know, right? One minor change, I might as well verbally note. It's not a big deal, but Poodle had given me a box. You never know. Exactly. Poodle had given me a box of bits and bobs, I guess, to help out. I was low on diamonds and redstone and a few other things. And I was very carefully not using them. Then it occurred to me, what a goof. I actually now have it in with everything else. And it's available for the using. Oh, this is where I started. Okay. Available for the using because put two and two together and realized, people don't gift you things if they don't want you to use them. So avoiding doing so was kind of dumb and impolite, and so let's just do. I'm looking forward to getting to the bottom of this because I'm really, really, really wanting to build it. Also going to take a suggestion that I've seen a couple of times on Discord for there's a carpet art maker. It actually does a schematic of everything of your carpet art, quite literally in carpets. Or you can pick other blocks if you'd prefer, that sort of thing. But it's flat, and I'm probably going to make use of that the next time I do carpet art. I used to do it. We'll see what the tool has available for features. I don't like falling in holes. See what the tool has available for features in terms of, like, does it have markers, or it's probably because it's just a schematic, you see it as you go, so you know what you've got done. That's probably easiest. But I used to use this website called Stitch Fiddle, which is great for making knitting and crocheting and cross-stitch patterns or other types of pixel art where you can't actually do the design on the computer. Like, so as in Minecraft, we've got schematics or lightmatics or whatever, and we can do it straight in. For other situations, I use this other site because I can tweak it to whatever color set I want, or if I want to completely use, let's say an utterly contrasting color set, because it's easier for me to follow or something like that, then I can do so, and it's just got one of those little pink lines that you can use to highlight the row you're currently on, and then it'll gray out the stuff you've already done, or the other way around. Gray out the stuff you haven't done, and then make it bright on the stuff you have. Like, it's up to you how you want to do it. So that's what I was using for a long time, but was unaware that there was another project that does specifically Minecraft ones. So that'll be something new to play with. I do intend to do two, if I can get the timing right, two art of that style. I don't know whether I'm going to do them as carpet or whether I'm going to do them as blocks. And I haven't even though they're 2D, I haven't decided if I'm going to do them as flat on the ground so that you see them well when you fly over, or if I'm actually going to do them as like vertical, almost billboard standing up. Possibly even as cutouts. Hello. I don't know. Because it's still Beatles' Yellow Submarine theme, but I want to do one with the color schemes of the outfits the characters wear through most of the movie, and then a different one of the same crew doing wearing their outfits for the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, but they only do that at the end of the movie. I need some reference in that respect, just to make it feel like I've done justice to the film. Okay. Not up here. Good to see you, Blind Bugler. Hopefully you had a good weekend. So what did everybody get up to for the weekend? I did actually forget to ask. I went on about what I did, but I want to know what you guys did. And if you have kids or nieces and nephews or friends' kids or whatever, are people in school? Grandkids count too, by the way. But are the kids back in school yet? For for a good number of places in the US, I've been seeing that they are back in school. For us, our kids will start on Thursday, so today I do a 3-hour run, excuse me, is the first day the kids are back in school, which works out well, just so that we can focus on in. But aside from that, I was quite surprised. Our kids are not hugely into, the whole new school fashions thing. That was a big deal when I was a kid. So even though I was not fashionable in the slightest, I always wanted new stuff. 2 weeks ago, okay. Already back in school? Okay. Yeah, when I grew up, we didn't actually start back in school until after the September Labor Day long weekend. So it seems weird to me that the kids are now going back in for 2 days in the last week of August. Well, actually, in our school, it's a day and a half. So they've got a half day Friday for both of them. And I don't get why they do that. I mean, the perk in the opposite side of it, though, is it allows the school system a day and a half worth of, I guess, education time that they can use as a professional development day or even just a simple non-instructional day at some other point in the year, so that between 3-day weekends and like built-in 3-day weekends or school's non-instructional stuff, we've got one almost every month. So I guess that's good for psychological reasons. I'm torn about whether or not I want them to go back to school, but it was nice that we didn't have to go crazy amounts of back-to-school shopping. My son's in middle school, which means that, he's at the age where you've got to bring your own binders and paper and all that jazz. But he's not into any of the fashion binders. Like, he wanted the world's most boring, plain, unexciting binder he could. That was actually part of his plan, was to make it as boring as possible. And I thought, okay, well, do you need a color? Maybe blue or something that'll take well to black pens and whatever, half expecting him to doodle on things. Nope, he does not want to doodle. He wants it boring. Okay, cool, that's fine. If that floats your boat, sure. But he also generally takes good care of his stuff, such that most of the binders will actually survive him. In what I mean by that is, sometimes you'll find ones where just through generic usage, the spring part in the central rings wears out over the course of the school year. But he's never had a problem with that, so he's able to use the same one this year that he had for last year. And I don't think I've seen it, actually, in months. I know it's home. He says it's home. But I don't go digging in his backpack unless I have reason to. And, usually that's with permission. But I don't think I've seen that one in months. And then one piece of his geometry set had fallen apart. But I had spares. I don't know how I had spares, but I had spares. And so he picked the spare of the one he wanted, and so now his case is cracked, but he says, nope, that's fine. I like it. I'm just going to go with it as it is. I don't need a new one. Okay. He's not one that's heavily into, highlighters or pencil crayons or any of that other stuff, so I don't know. So that made life simple. He just needed a couple of new pairs of pants, but he likes something really basic. He just likes plain cargos and stuff. And through most of the school year, we tend to get our kids' clothes sort of as we see neat things we think they might like. And if it's of an amount that we're at a point where, they could use another whatever it is, even if they don't need it. If they could use it, then sure. So the resulting effect was my daughter has clothes that she hasn't even worn yet, that we got at the tail end of last school year. And she wasn't jumping up and down for new clothes, which is good, I guess, because she's starting to get to that age where I expect fashion will be a thing for her. But she just wasn't, so we didn't have much to do for school shopping. And that felt weird to me, only because it was always a big deal for me to have, a never-before-worn shirt or brand new shoes or, and their feet are always growing, as most kids' shoes, or as kids' feet are. So I expected there to at least be that. I suspect we'll probably get a surprise on the shoes fairly soon, just because they swear up and down everything fits, and I ask them, well, why are you wearing such and such thing? Oh, well, the whatever else doesn't fit. But you told me it did. It's like, well, I thought it did. When you finally found out it didn't, did you bother telling anybody? Well, no. Alrighty then. So I suspect we're going to find a bit of surprise in those directions. Just when you get to seasonal footwear shifts and stuff, that happens. But that's generally a good news thing. But made most of our trip on the weekend. I mean, ostensibly, I like when people said, "Oh, what you doing?" Going to a mall. It's like, well, yeah, we got back to school shopping to do. Oh, okay. I just leave it at that. But it was kind of crazy at the mall, partly because we the weekend in Edmonton they had 2 consecutive nights of Metallica concert. I don't remember what the word is. Well, plus they also had that. They had a fringe festival. I'm not entirely sure what a fringe festival is, but it seems to be anything and everything it wants to be, so I don't really know what's supposed to be part of a fringe festival. And that and a fringe festival, and they had Pride weekend all at once. So that's why we ended up couch surfing with my brother, was because basically we pretty much would have to get a hotel on the very outside skirts of town to be able to try and find one with all this stuff going on. So it was actually better to hang out with family, because even though he doesn't have a whole lot for like a guest room per se, apparently he's very well set up for hosting guests, because they've got facilities that they don't need as a family, so that they can easily just say, yeah, this washroom's off limits for the kids for a while, kind of deal. And on the north, of course, it's on the north side. Just going to annoy those guys who just picked everything up. But he's got like a futon in his computer office, and he doesn't need that. And then he's got 2 fold-out couches in his media center back to back. Like, one's actually a futon and one's a fold-out couch. So it worked out really, really well. And they've got little kids, not quite school age yet, which is part of why we weren't visiting them, is because we don't want to interrupt, right? We don't want to keep the kids up late at night or all that kind of thing. And the first night when we arrived, the kids had wanted to see us so bad they stayed up. Well, as you can imagine, that did not go over well when it was time to put the kids to bed. Because, of course, the kids had other ideas. Full already. Wow. Go. Everybody done? Oh, nope, somebody's not done. Somebody's just here. Hopping of some sort. Oh. Well, don't throw it at me when I'm standing over there. That's not helpful. And gravel. Alright. How far down do we have to go? And did I spend too long down there? Let's swim this. I don't think I picked up some of the blocks on the far side. Yeah, there we go. We might be getting low enough that the guy who does stone does not have a problem anymore with some of these things being down here. I think that's it. Yeah, we're good. Oh, we got 2. Hello. One. Where's the other one? 2. You. Like that little squick. Slap noise you make. Hey. 2 of them. What the? And copper. I want that. Not as keen on these, but hey. I'm really hoping, yeah, getting... So to some extent, the conduit is definitely helping. because I don't have to pop up as much. So that will be definitely good when we're laying down blocks. I still like going the length of this thing rather than the width. But we're going to make some progress. And if I can get building Tuesday or Wednesday, that'd be nice. Tuesday would be nice, but that's probably a little optimistic. Wednesday, maybe? We'll definitely have some concrete to make. I saw you show up. Nobody invited you. So, it'd be lovely to get this thing built. I'm just, it's not that I'm unimpressed, but people say, hey, what are you building? And because I'm not able to show all the colorful blocks a lot effectively during the dig phase, it's a little harder to explain. But at least you can see from the size like that we've got a good ways to go in terms of this thing is going to be big. Yeah, one of the things I do like about going lengthwise like this is that with the turtle helmet, it was actually doing fairly well. But by having the conduit in the middle, it's like the turtle helmet renews every time I get close enough to the conduit. I don't think that's really what's happening, but at least it makes it feel like that's happening so that when the conduit distance is wearing off, I've got backups. I wouldn't be drowning. But I also don't have to stop for damage as frequently. She says as she stops to feel some damage. Didn't even notice that half heart was down. Okay. So we're starting to see more red, which is good news. The red, of course, is where the schematic is complaining we've got the wrong block in place. And the more red we see, the more we are likely to be close to the bottom. Close to the end of the dig. Because that means that when we, the bottom layer, we just dig out all the stuff that's the wrong block in the wrong place and replace it with the right block. Pretty straightforward. Now, although I could do easy place stuff and just start ripping through the layers, I probably won't do easy place, but I will allow it to keep track of whether or not I have the right equipment, the right pieces, just so that we can create out block piles and stuff, inventory, refills, and that kind of jazz. But we'll see how frustrated I get with it, because I did not like the painting format I did up top when I wanted to do something on Stream Weekend, just to have a bit of the sub up there. I didn't like the painting, like the ability that I could just move my mouse around and inside the frame it would take the right block and just paint it on in there. It felt really lazy. But on the other hand, if I had been building it one block at a time, even if it was one layer at a time, because of the shape of the periscope stuff up top, there's a lot of climbing up and going down and up and down and up, and I needed to make sure I had a platform to stand on. No, that's fine, Bob. We still have plenty of work to go. I've got the dig out to do, and then I want to do the build in before I empty out, dry out the interior. So no worries, we're not in a rush at all. Now that I've got a conduit, there's far less requirement. No problem at all. I'm fairly certain I won't even be needing them this week, as it is. And I have other things I can do in preparation for other projects. So you might even want to just wait until the build is complete, and then I'll let you know when I'm ready for them. That might even be easier. That way I don't keep them out of other people's hands, like yours or anyone else's, until then. Yay! I've got a rhythm going at the moment. I seem to be getting just the right angle. That's one of the other problems I had last week too. I've got the efficiency 5 pick now, so it seems to be just enough with this mining speed that I can keep up with the Depth Strider 3 boots, so that we've got a rhythm going and less likely to fall into a hole. Yeah, you can hit me. That's fine. I have no interest in you. Go away. Oh shoot, that slowed down. Darn it. If I hadn't slowed down. Come back here, buddy. You owe me for that. Come here. Smack. Hey, Swanky, how you doing? No problem, Bobby. Sorry, my brain just went. Okay, rewind. What did we miss? Okay. Let's try this brain thing again. Meanie thinky. Yeah. How goes the dig? Well, we're on level 36, and I only need to go down to 34, possibly 33. I can't recall whether the bottom layer is 34 or whether the bottom layer sits on 34. So we're not that far from the end, actually. But about 20 minutes here, theoretically. But it's also Monday. And I don't believe I have anybody following Monday. I will definitely check the schedule and see. But I know some of the people who used to do Mondays are all elsewise occupied. So if we're really close, we might just push it to the end. We'll see how we're doing. It might be nice to get onto the build tomorrow. Or at least to get onto the concrete creation for some of it. What I think I might do is just build as much as I've got concrete for, pause, do some more concrete, then build some more. It's not just because of needing the supplies, but also that get through. But also because it gives a bit of a break. You're not seeing just building or just concrete making. But this is your slightly delayed 20 minutes before the hour server reboot, I guess? Either that or I got booted, which is highly possible as well. But it looks like everybody else did, so it's probably the proper server reboot. Interesting. Okay. If you need dyes, I know a guy. Oddly enough, I do have the ones... Well, I might need yellow. We'll see. I've had a sunflower donated, so see how far my patience goes with it, I suppose. Yeah, and at some point I may have to go do a dig outside trim for more sand to make glass, which is not a whole ton of fun, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm on the North Shore. Right. North Shore. This one? Yes. Over here. Going this way because I'm sure if these little guys give me stuff, there we go, they'll want to give it to me when I am not standing in front of the other stuff. So why am I making it deeper? So I missed the context of the question by Blind Bugler. Why am I making it deeper? Oh! No, so the shape that you're seeing built like this weird blue thing. Anybody else? I'm watching little stone guy, he's just going crazy. No, it's not actually just stone farming. The shape of the submarine does go down to Y34, and so the bottom right now we're at Y36, and it's got the wrong stuff in it. Interesting, I just got a pub sub error. Yeah. So my pop-up chat thing just got booted. That's okay, it happens. I'm hoping my OBS chat isn't also getting booted. So if I do miss something, and you do want a response, you may need to, repost. But so far I don't think I've missed anything, as far as I can tell. Okay, so speaking of shops, I actually was thinking, do I have a shop idea for this season? Because I haven't done one yet, at all. Let's start... Yeah, let's start this corner. Why not? Feels weird. Okay, I got that one done, that one done. This one. I think this touches? Yeah, that touches. Okay. Let's go down. Does that touch? I don't know. Find a hole. Make a hole. That touch. I'm going to go back the other direction. It's just... I'm going to cut around this corner until I get to the edge, more or less. There we go. This one, that one, this one. We're at the point where I don't go down the edge. Nice! Okay, going this way. Why? Because I can. So I'm digging deeper because we're at 35 now where I'm standing. And I'm gonna stop there. Or not stop there, stop like at the bottom when I get to the end, but I'm not doing all the outside. As you can see, I'm sort of... After I decide to come straight down, I'm sort of tapering under the sub, just so that I don't have to dig out a ton, but also that there's no point. Like, yeah, I probably should make it wider so the thing could supposedly move and, you know, all sorts of realism things, but frankly, I'm referencing a movie that was done in rather odd Technicolor, or, not Technicolor, what's the word? Something or other, but excessive, for lack of a better term, hippie color. And so I don't need to have it make sense. The movie itself didn't make sense. I was telling you guys I rewatched it last week while Fox was out of town, and it's just as weird as I remember. I misremembered part of the beginning of it. But other than that, yeah, I enjoyed it all over again. So, would recommend, I guess, if it came to it. And I guess I could stone farm, but I really don't need to. I just, oh, for... Stop it. Sorry. See, this is something I wish Minecraft wouldn't do. If I don't get far enough away from the block I've just dug out, then it sucks me down. Found, I don't need you. I may farm out, like, where you see the ores there, I may farm those out. Just because they're not, you know, stone generator material. But I don't need to. At this point. I'm gonna do it before I start building, though, because that'd be kind of dumb to intend to farm them out and leave it till after I've already built in the space. That's not helpful. Come on. Oh, for... See, this is why I couldn't get a rhythm last week. Is this back and forth getting sucked down thing. There we go. Sleeping through the night. Okay. I really should watch. That's probably got a lot to do with why I'm getting more drowns showing up, is because I'm staying at night. Probably got something to do with it. You like, bud? Where? Oh, I'm not fully healed. Okay, maybe that could be a problem. Oh! Oh! Okay, well that's a bit of a concern. This one. You, sir. No. Because I ignored your cousin does not mean I'm going to ignore you the same way. Aw, man. Rip off. Thank you. Okay. We're so close to being done that I'm just, like, really wanting to get this underway. I'm a little worried about chat having gone missing, so give me a second just to make sure everything else looks healthy. Up. And let's refresh this full screen. Okay, so I don't see anything having me missed. We're gonna go with it. And there's another one. Good grief. I have to watch the pick as well, because we don't have an appropriate exchange in our inventory right now, which means that this one could break if I'm not careful. It'll warn me first though, so when it warns me, I'm going to stop using it. Pretty simple. Ooh! Buddy. No. Just no. I want to do a bit of an inventory rearrangement, so I'm just going to stand up in here so they'll at least get hurt to show up. And right up on top. There we go. Alright. Let's this move down. That can hold space, that can hold space. Short. Yeah. I have 2 in netherite now, because we had the one that was level 4, and then I decided to make one that was level 5. This is still... That's what I didn't want to happen. That's stone. You're hiding over here, which means we're probably close enough. Those guys up top are trying to... Don't throw things at me. Stone. Yeah, that does not appear to be on the same level as me, so I suspect the little boys up top are trying to throw things. I hear you, I don't see you. Disappeared. Okay. I can handle that. That's fine. Oh, missed. Okay, can we get through this level, please? I have plenty of inventory space. Go. Ah, come on. Lost the rhythm on that one. That must be something to do with proximity to the oh, maybe not. I don't know. We're back to having more neighbors than we did before. It's kind of like when you got pillagers and they come in little groups. Okay, so it looks like I'm going to have to go at least 234, if not one below. Find out. We should be able to get it done today. Wow. Okay. Let's just take out everybody. You can go first. The next one. Come on, proximity meter. Aha. Okay, well, not over there. This one. Hello. Bye. I'm gonna come anyways. Didn't hear a click on that one, so probably got stone still moving upwards. This one. These. This one. It? Okay. Salmon. Okay, I don't mind about other stone. Anything else? Salmon and stone, I can handle those. Anything in here? Nope, nothing seems to be stuck in here. Down here. Okay. Nope. Okay. Oh, I heard one. Alright, can we go? It's actually kind of funny to me in a haha sense that that I should be getting irritated by the fact that we're so close and can't get done. It's like the pressure is self-increasing. But I know I'm just doing it to myself. The game's not doing anything. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. If I can poke the holes. Ooh. Kind of chill music today. I don't know. I feel like I'm in some sort of like cafe. Cafe jazz with a little bookshop, maybe? It honestly would put me to sleep, so this is putting you to sleep too? Do let me know. I'm more than willing to change. I took a computer with me over the weekend with the idea that while I was watching streams after the kids went to bed or whatever, since I didn't have to visit because we're in a house with other little kids, so my brother and his wife did need to sleep too. I had this notion that I was going to come in and do some more digging or pottering with the villagers in the other rooms or whatever, and I never actually did. Did a bunch of web surfing and stuff the first night. The second night I just wasn't feeling that great, so I didn't end up actually doing anything with it after all. So this is part of why I want to push to get it done, is because I was really hoping to build this week. But it's all good. Yeah, nice cozy cafe does sound good, doesn't it? It's funny. It's one of those things that I used to think about before, I looked at the reality of my distractibility and how I don't actually get a whole lot of chores and stuff done. I used to think about, being a stay-at-home mom for all the reasons. That, yay, when the kids go to school, I'll be, hanging out from time to time in a book cafe or a stitch and complain circle or something along those lines. And it never came to be. Partly because it sounds dumb, but one of the stitch and complain circles actually, one of the ladies at one point told, she runs a yarn shop, so I was just talking to her while I was buying some yarn. And, oh, you got a circle, I should probably come and check it out. She's like, it's full of older ladies, you wouldn't enjoy it. It's like, what do you mean I wouldn't enjoy it? She goes, you're too young for their level of complaining. Okay, I mean, on the one hand I appreciate that, but on the other hand that's just weird. It's not something I expected to have somebody say to me. Okay, let's find out if we go down one more or not. Oh! Porkman. Okay. Come here, buddy. Your aim is terrible. Hey! Fine. I guess that's a bit of a giveaway. So let's see. Are we at the bottom? Oh. I think we might need to go down one more below this level here. Double check. Maybe? No, actually, I might be able to get out of just this last level. So if I dig down 2 so I can actually stand and see this one, it's solid. I'm building on this level, I should be fine. We might just have the one left. Woohoo! How's the inventory? Rough. I should probably put that block back though. There. Close enough. Alright. So this could be it. Yay! Some sort of random place to start. Ooh. That's why I have extra blocks. I don't really want to go down that low. Gurgle pants. Yeah, they're so grumpy. They're like, no. It's like Carl from Up, He's like, I don't want big skyscrapers near me. No, I'm not selling my house. Speaking of Carl from Up, actually, you guys probably won't get to see it on stream unless you want to. But I did the Up house out of Lego. And when I was up in Edmonton this weekend, they have a very nice large Lego, well, I don't know about large. They have a very nicely stocked Lego shop up there in the mall. And I bought, I had Fantastic Sherlock Fox pick up for me. I just happened to have the card out. A set of brickheads. So we're not usually huge fans of brickheads on stream. I'm aware of that. But these ones, let's see, do I have a, oh, actually Lego cams, by the way. Okay, well, I bought brickheads that has a small one for Russell, a half decent, like a normal sized one for the old guy Carl, and actually does have a brick for the bird Kevin. So yeah, looking forward to building those. A little bit of fun. Because this week's build will certainly be Harry Potter themed, because the week leading up to September 1st is generally the celebrations people have for Back to Hogwarts, if you're into that sort of Harry Potter fandom. So Friday's build will be a start on the standalone build for the Weasley's Wizard Wheezes shop from Diagon Alley. One run by the Weasley twins. And I'm looking forward to that, of course. Is this why? Sorry. This looks weird to me right down in here, and I can't quite put a finger on why. And I think that it's because it's technically under the sub, sort of. We'll find out when we get to the end of that, I guess. But so I'm definitely doing a Potter themed one this week for that reason. And I will not be in costume because you don't see anything on camera when I do that anyways. But I will have no shame in wearing one of my t-shirts. I just have to do laundry first. Okay. Which is a little too bad because I was trying to minimize the amount of laundry because we've got, what do you call it, like level 4 water restrictions. But I might have to just go whole hog and do it early. Sort of, the earlier the better, because of course they still got to dig down. No problem. But part of it is I was digging through some of my last loads of laundry, and I think we talked about this a little bit on stream, but Fox had accidentally picked up a different variety of our usual brand of laundry soap, and I used it in the way that I expected soap in that color packaging to behave, and unfortunately it didn't rinse out the way I had expected it to. Not the way it was supposed to, but I'm in the orange packaging for our laundry soap. Usually that was the cold water variety, so I used it in a cold water format, but it turns out that it wasn't a cold water varietal after all. I think it was just like the 10 times cleaning power one or something. So it didn't fully rinse out the way I'd like, and I have to rerun some of that laundry through again. And just because it's strong enough, I have a sensitivity to some of the artificial scents, and so some of it has been bugging me a little bit. I've been using some of the laundry from that, but not a whole ton, and then I'm already, after trips and whatever, needing to do 2 loads anyways. They're full loads, but they're not, but they're still needing to be done anyways, so that's why I need to do them early in the week. But we're getting recommended, hey, can you do fewer loads of laundry, and can you guys do shorter showers? I laughed though, because they said, can you turn your 5-minute shower into a 3-minute shower to save water? And I'm going, pardon me, 5-minute shower? Are you kidding me? I don't think I've had a 5-minute shower in years. But that's, I mean, it's probably because of my hair length, right? Like, I bet you my son could easily do a 3-minute shower or a 2-minute shower. But I mean, that's, you know, less shampoo and all that jazz. I mean, it's funny because when we bought environmentally friendly soaps and stuff to take to our Pacific Jamboree, we were able to get an all-in-one. I don't know what it is about men, but all-in-one, it was like a shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all all-in-one deal. I have a suspicion they just dipped out on conditioner because that would not rinse off one's skin very well. But anyway, but they were able to do an all-in-one for men. But when we looked at the ladies' scents, not a hope. Closest you could get was like a shampoo and conditioner or a shampoo and body wash. Just fine, but my daughter and I having long hair, we need to have at least a conditioning shampoo, even if it isn't one of the ones that has conditioner in it. I'm dropping a lot of stones down here, so I think, yeah, inventory is basically full. So let's throw this one up there just so I can pick up a few of these and then head up top because the pick is nearly in trouble anyway. We'll take out these guys on the way by. Hello. It's the last level. Ooh, I want your shell. Please? Maybe? Oh. Nope. Oh, weak. Okay. You're okay, but I gotta get you little guy. Little guy's annoying. He's like twice as fast. Back here. Whoa! Okay. Are you mad because I have a copper in my hand? And another head. Okay. Head. Loading free. Gets me enough heads. Take this out. I want that. Thank you. North. I don't have space for that, guys. Don't throw things at me right now. But this should be the last of it. Woohoo! Let's see if we can build a little bit before we go to them. Oh, no, it's the top of the hour, but I'm gonna stay just long enough. Just long enough to get the last of bottom picked up, because we're so close. We are so close. No. Pull again, is it? Okay, back. She says, perfect. Let's see if you're going to be a thunderstorm. Nope. Alright, pick. I have two identical ones now. Oh, okay. That should. We're even in the same order, so that should theoretically replace correctly. We'll find out, I guess. That's it? Okay. One more time, guys. Back in. I'm not seeing any red showing up beneath me. That's good. The only red now is the fact that that particular lantern is in the wrong place. I'll fill in that little hole that's to our left there. And dig out any ores that I see. Ooh, classical. Ooh, nice and intense. Classical is trending. That's... Uh-oh. I had a conversion. It's not supposed to happen at that hour of the day. It suggests that I've broken into a daytime cavern somehow. This one, that one, this one. Are we done? Ooh, we may be. Yee-haw! Well, maybe. That's probably not the best thing to say, but let's take out this. Wouldn't mind those ones. This one. Really? Like a... that enough? Whoa. I be into dark. Yep, that's gotta be enough. That's a little darker than I expected. Okay. This, that, block. Fill it all up. Not like we don't have enough stone. Or know where to get more. That's that. Okay. One more scan. Those I can decide if I want them as we go, because it's not underneath the bottom. Might as well get these ones. Yes, we know coal is crazy extension all over the place. These are huge. Or maybe not. Okay, well. So much for that idea. What did I do with it? Yeah. Oh well. I think what I did there is I think I squashed enough stuff that the coal didn't pop out of the blocks. Oh well. And not like I really needed it anyways. So, whatever. I've either got it or I don't. I haven't paid any attention. Okay, we're on the bottom. So, let's get rid of all these. This one. Big, I want overlays. Info fluids, info, block lines enabled, vendor, visuals. Visuals, that's what I'm looking for. Schematic rendering, schematic blocks rendering, true. Aha! There we go. Layers. Single layer. From here. Huzzah! There we go. Okay. Mission accomplished. So, this one there. Are you saying? Oh no, it's the right one. And come on. Here. You're the wrong one. You're the wrong one. Yes, you're supposed to be brown. That's okay. We got one there, one there. Thought I had another one on this level. Oh, guess I don't. Okay. Okay, up we go. North. What's this? Something is stuck. Go. Yay! That part of the mission's accomplished. Woohoo! Oh. Okay, well, it's nighttime. So, tomorrow we build! Yay! Tomorrow we build. Ooh! Stop setting me on fire. That's rude. And I saw the skeleton, so let's get Harper tools back. Oh! Okay, here. Log out in the center. We'll deal with it after. They can bring me all the blocks they want, the little guys. Okay. So. We got it done. Yay! So the next time we build, I'm just going to turn all the layers for a second. Config. Let's go all below. Say all for now. There we go. In the middle. But we have a yellow submarine. Right? Right. So if I was to just spin over this way, there's the above section. It's going to come along. Here's the below section, or part of it anyways. So yeah, we have a big submarine to build. And then to figure out how to taper it out so it actually looks decent. Right? Because I really should just get rid of some of those corners and stuff so people can see it. But anyway, that's the goal, so we can start building tomorrow. Alright, so that said, I want to say thank you to everybody for coming by and for hanging out, and as I fall off the cliff, hopefully we can find a good place to raid to. And yeah, all good. Oh, can't do that. Escape. Options. Chat. There, that'll work. Alright, so who do we have available today? Let's just double check and see. There's a good number live at the moment. Quite a lot. I think my bet is probably to go to Marble Jade. I think that's a good place to be. Just want to double check that she's not doing anything that would not be appealing. Yep. Well, she's rebuilding. I don't know what she's rebuilding. But it says Truly Bedrock Season 6 Rebuilding. So let's go check out what she's up to. In the meantime, thank you everybody. I wish you a great day, and I shall see you tomorrow when we can start the build. So, have a good time. Until then, let's get this raid started. We can say our specific thank yous.
Mischief managed.
Mischief managed indeed. Alright, so thank you very much to the official King Shark for the brand new follow. Also, thank you very much for Clue Spending Mike and Shark. Pardon me. Our moderation team today was Mama Bear and Zerk and Fantastic Sherlock Fox. Oh, and I am getting beat up in game. There we go. Dude, stop it. Sorry. In the meantime, have yourselves a great day and enjoy the chat. Thank you very much for coming by, Swanky, and anyone else who was lurking, I do apologize. So, have a good day. I'll get out of here before I get myself killed. Bye-bye for now.
Transfer complete.